Yes, Vera Pauw and Ireland are all set for the World Cup, but there could be bad news for Johnny Sexton. Editor of the 42.ie, Niall Kelly, joins us now to chat all things sport. Welcome back, Niall. Hope you had a good holiday.
Thanks very much, Ryan.
We'll start with Johnny Sexton because, we got the Rugby World Cup, the Men's Rugby World Cup coming up in September. And we are worried about Johnny Sexton's involvement because of what happened after the Champions Cup final.
Yeah, this has been rumbling on for a while now. The Champions Cup final is 6 weeks at this stage, but I think we kind of knew that the sense has always been that as long as the investigation wasn't closed, that we were always likely to come to this point sooner rather than later, or at some point. I suppose the surprise is that it's taken quite so long. And ultimately, for anybody that maybe doesn't remember, because 6 weeks ago was a long time in sport, after the Champions Cup final defeat to La Rochelle, Johnny Sexton, who was injured that day and was there in his suit, remonstrated with Jacko Piper, the match referee, and the match officials. We did see him in exchange between Sexton and the officials at the end. What we don't know is, I suppose, the full detail.
Full report.
And that's exactly what the EPCR now have said that they're going to investigate. They've brought a misconduct charge against Johnny Sexton for his behaviour, and also a misconduct charge against Leinster for failing to control Johnny Sexton. And the hearing will be on the 13th of July. I suppose the ramifications for this in a normal season are probably not so great. But in a World Cup year, they could. We don't know is the honest answer. We don't know what the significance of this might be if Johnny Sexton is found guilty of misconduct. What kind of
the punishment could be the end of his career.
The punishment
in that he would miss the World Cup.
The punishment could be the end of his career in that he could miss the World Cup. There's also a slightly lesser punishment, a mitigated punishment, where maybe he's unavailable for a few of Ireland's warm-up games. They played 3 warm-up games in August.
Yeah.
Then there is a kind of a middle ground where maybe he is unavailable for the first few pool games of the World Cup, and then it becomes a decision for Andy Farrell as to whether or not you bring someone, you give a space in the plane to someone who maybe is unavailable. But at the moment, all of that really is in the realm of speculation. We don't know. Johnny Sexton is entitled to his good name in his hearing, as is everybody else. So, the 13th of July will be a big day, and after that, we'll certainly understand very quickly what the ramifications are. But yes, you're dead right. This could be huge for Johnny Sexton, could be huge for Ireland and their World Cup chances.
We're hoping that the likelihood is that he'll just miss a couple of warm-up games and be available for the World Cup itself.